On September 17, 1787, the Founding Fathers ratified the Constitution, and America reached the end of its beginning. America didn't just materialize out of thin air. Rather, our forebears built upon the foundation of our Western heritage.
American Heritage wanted to address a need that we saw had identified and a growing problem in society, that a lot of Americans nowadays are not informed about American history and Western civilization. And this has been confirmed by many studies in the last 10 to 15 years. So we wanted to address that.
But for the United States, what idea could be more American? The freedom to practice one's faith. The Puritans and the Quakers knew this best, for it is for that reason that they came to the United States.
We also wanted to encourage college programs and students to study American history, philosophy, and civics so that they could become informed citizens. We believe that it's important that citizens are educated in our republic. Because when they're educated, they can participate in our civic process and they can defend our rights, our freedoms as individuals in society. So these students are an example of young people who will become hopefully productive citizens and contributors in our society.
One of these important contributions would be the Magna Carta, which served as a regulator for what the king could and could not do.
One of the great contributions of this particular competition that we're having is to redirect attention to the need to get back to the teaching of genuinely serious subject matter about our civilization, about our nation, about its history, and about what we have to understand in order to keep it all going.
We'll now proceed to the short answer portion of the competition. There will be two types of questions.
We wanted to help students to have an opportunity to further their studies in American history, civics, political science, philosophy, and just encourage them to continue their study.
Into an alliance with the rebellious American colonies after a battle in 1777. What is the name of this battle?
Battle of Saratoga?
Correct.
We have a particular interest in Bible-based principles of America's heritage and how the Bible influenced America's founding.
In Deuteronomy 19:21, Moses enunciates a principle that requires proportionality between a crime and his punishment. How does Moses express this principle?
An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
Correct.
What we might call the traditional issues of history, military history, political history, history of ideas, history of technology, these things are disappearing from academic history. There's opportunities for us to create alternatives, and the way to do that is to create ways in which students and their teachers can demonstrate their excellence, demonstrate their knowledge of these great issues.
Hopefully, this program will encourage students to ask colleges and their teachers to teach these subjects, and schools will be encouraged to teach them.
In October 1517, he drew up a list of theological issues to be debated. He nailed this list to the door of the church.
Martin Luther.
Correct. Who's Martin Luther? Reformation follow-up.
In recognition of them, they all received scholarship prizes according to their order of finish, which they just received, and also one of our resources, the Miracle of America. So we're very proud of them. They all did really well, and we're looking forward to having those schools compete next year.
And here, America's foundation of religious liberty was laid. Here, we gather an understanding of the First Amendment, that Congress shall never prohibit our right to worship as we will and to speak freely. Know thyself. This carries with it an important understanding of law, virtue, and governance.